this is not a rom-com. This is a chick flick, right? Kind of like Mean Girls, Clueless, Legally Blonde, right? It's more of a woman film, right? Um, now, so in the movie, right? Would you say Nick and Hathaway's boyfriend
Played by Adrian
was
Nate,
Grenier, correct?
Nate,
yes,
Nate. Yes,
Nate, yeah.
yeah,
Would
played
you
by
say he was
Adrian Grenier. Yeah,
would you say he was supportive in her when she first got the job?
when she first got it, definitely
Hmm.
not. Definitely
Really?
not.
Well, because okay,
I
so the movie, but she's talking crap about the women the in the fashion industry. And now he may have not been the rah rah supportive guy, but the fact that he was okay with her putting in these long crazy hours and never really questioning, what are you doing? Why are you here? Like he didn't give her a hard time either,
I
right?
think he was. I think he was giving her a hard time a lot of the times. You know what I mean? I think obviously they don't show, a lot of that
Mhm.
part. It's just kind of implied with the little,
Okay.
with their little, with the interactions that we do see. Um, I think, yeah, he definitely wasn't like rah rah. I think his support was like just kind of
Well, I guess if that's
tolerating it.
if
You know
that's
what I
what you
mean?
want to
Like,
do.
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Now,
kind of like reluctant support a little bit, but
yeah, like I guess, right?
I
Kind of
guess
support.
you got to
Okay.
start somewhere.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. So now the relationship takes a turn when she goes to the party and it's Nate's birthday, right? Because
Yeah,
she doesn't make it.
yeah,
Now, right now, and then also that's when that guy does the favor for her for the Harry
yeah.
Potter thing, and that's where he
Hmm.
really steps his game up. Okay, cool. All right. So now, right before she goes to Paris, right? Now,
Yep,
to Anne Hathaway's defense, she really did brush this guy off and respected the relationship, right? She
she
really
did.
did. She really did. Okay, so now before they go to Paris, they didn't officially break up because they said maybe this is the right time to take a break, right?
Right, right, right.
Okay,
Yeah,
so this bitch goes to Paris, right? So this bitch goes to Paris, right? Now, we don't know what happens, okay? She's brushing this guy off, but
yeah,
she lets herself get bamboozled
slept up.
or she slipped up. Now they don't actually show any sexual scenes because it's not that kind of movie, but it's obvious because she wakes up in her lingerie, right?
Yep.
Now, I guess the key in that scene is that she finds the magazine where it shows that they're going to do Meryl Streep dirty, right?
Yep.
Now they didn't have to show her sleeping with him. She could have just went back to his house. He tried to sleep with her, and while he was, I don't know, in the bathroom getting done up, she saw the magazine, right? So they could have done other ways for her to find the magazine. Now, when they come back from Boston, right? I mean, when she comes back from Paris, she asks
Hmm.
Nate, "Hey, what did you do?" "Oh, I went to Boston to pursue my dream in being a chef. Now I'm a sushi, I don't know, whatever the fuck."
Sous chef. Yeah.
What the fuck did Anne Hathaway do?
She quit.
She slept with a guy who subconsciously realized, hey, this guy can open doors for me. And I don't know how I felt about that.
Bitches ain't shit. What is there to feel about it? We all
Oh
know.
It
my
was it
goodness.
was like and then so I asked a couple female coworkers, and I'm like, hey, that part didn't sit well with me. And of course they defend Anne Hathaway because they said, well, he wasn't supportive. So that allows you to go sleep with another man while your boyfriend goes and chases his dream job. I mean, imagine this guy Nate, right? He's like, you know what? I want to show um Andy, that's Anne Hathaway's name in the movie,
Hmm.
Andy. I'm going to show Andy she's trying to better her life. She's trying to do what her dream is. I'm going to do that. I'm going to go pursue a dream job. And what does she do in Paris? They make her come off like a slut,
Oh my goodness.
which is the which is surprising because in these chick flicks, they try to make the females look a lot more, you know, um,
Something tells me Mitch agrees with you.
stronger.
Mitch agrees with you, but he can't say it. That's why he's gonna be quiet because he can't. He's supposed to be a
No,
feminist.
I was letting him. I was just waiting my turn. I was, gonna
Okay.
give my
Okay,
side because,
okay, so I'll let you go.
yeah, I mean, listen, uh, I feel like this is like kind of like the kind of Ross Rachel kind of debate. Like, oh, we were on a break. Um, I think I think they did break up. I do think that if Andy was a guy, you know, he would they would drag her or him if he was a guy, because the breakup happened. What you know what I mean? Like, let's say, because they're there for Fashion Week, so she's with somebody else. What, 2 days later?
Hmm.
So yeah, that's kind of wild. You know, I don't think he was fully. I don't think Nate was fully
Now,
supportive.
for all we know, Nate could have been doing his thing over there too, right?
He could have been. He could have been. But
I wasn't in the movie,
He
so
uh,
wasn't.
that's what I
we,
thought.
we never we don't know. But was he fully supportive? I don't think so. Um, but shit, what was I gonna say? Um, oh, I was gonna say, I feel like he was super valid in like being upset that she missed his little birthday thing. Like, I feel like,
Because in the movie,
uh,
it doesn't even show that she tried to reach out to him.
yeah,
She reached out to her friend.
we
She
we
didn't reach out to
do
him.
we have to remember that it is 2006, so maybe not everybody has a cell phone yet. Maybe Nate is still holding on and he doesn't have a cell phone yet. You know what I mean?
Mm.
It's 2006.
It's just and
We got to keep that in
the
mind.
thing is, I'm trying to remember. Do you remember that movie pretty well, the first one?
Uh, with
Well
the
enough,
was
right? The
Yeah,
first one.
no, I rewatched it before we watched the second one. So
Okay,
yeah.
okay. So before they go to Paris, is it not her that when he's being kind of a douche, she throws it in his face that he's just gonna waste 16 years of a relationship, but yet she goes and sleeps with the guy 2 days later?
Yeah, it's got to be like 2 days later.
Within a week for sure.
It's Fashion Week. Yeah,
Yeah.
and if she, yeah,
I
I
didn't
mean,
think they were gonna. Now, I don't know if I'm the only guy that caught that. I don't know if you kind of like were like, damn, Anne Hathaway is a slut, is a bitch, is a hoe. I'm just surprised they made her character look like that. Like you would think she would have like really, really brushed him off and not done anything. But she gave in so easily.
well, it's that gray area again. It's the Ross Rachel, you know, you know, it's they're on a break. They are on a break, so everything is kind of fair game. So, I'll just say, any female that says that Ross and Rachel were not on a break, they cannot defend Anne Hathaway. Like, you gotta pick a side on that.
Now,
I feel like
I know the characters and friends, but so who cheated on who?
so that's the thing. It's did he really cheat? You know what I mean? So basically, Ross and Rachel, they go on a break. Ross
Mhm.
has sexual
Who brings up
intercourse.
who brings up the break first? Like whose idea is it's going to break?
She does. Rachel does.
Okay.
She says, yeah, she says, I need a break from us.
Hmm.
So this really pisses Ross off. They they're on a break. He has sexual intercourse with somebody that night. She calls him the next day. I don't know what I was thinking. Like, let's talk. Let's clear this up. Let's end this break. I don't want to break. Oh no, I don't want to break.
But it was too late. The damage was done.
Damage was done. He obviously already slept with this girl. She ends up finding out, and it's the whole conversation of, well, listen, I may have done this, but we were on a break.
Mm. And
And
so
she's like, well, you did, and she's
most
like,
of the females were shitting on Ross, I assume.
yes.
Mm.
And it's like, oh, well, you did it so soon. Well, it's a gray area. So it's like, yeah, you can't shit on Ross if you don't shit on Anne Hathaway's character.
Yeah.
It was definitely fast, but
All right, listen, that's
you
enough
know,
of this.
I was just surprised that they made her character look like that.
Gal's got male insecurities. Whatever, Gal. I mean,
I don't have male insecurities. I'm just saying, like, damn.
it is what it is, bro. It's how they are.
oh my goodness.
It is how they are. That's how they are. She had to wait until she like until
She feel
I
better
didn't
about
see
herself.
yeah, I didn't see the movie, but she had to wait until so her conscience could be clean, even though really it shouldn't
See,
be.
see, in 8 Mile,
Oh,
right?
we can't talk about 8 Mile,
Clearly,
guys. We gotta go.
no, no, but Brittany Murphy clearly sleeps with the
With
what was his
Wink?
name?
What's it? Wink?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
promoter guy.
yeah.
Because it's clear that she wants to get ahead in the industry. Anne Hathaway slept with that guy because he knew the editors. So, you know,
That's what they do, Gal.
I think she more so slept with him because they have a little bit more in common. Like he's, kind of in that space.
he helped her out when she needed it.
He helped her out. Like I think oh damn, we're onto something. Hold on. We just found it. She slept with him because like he showed up in her time of like need. On the flip side, in her time of need, Nate
Oh
was like
God, what
celebrating.
a cop
Hey,
out! What a cop out! No
right?
way!
Nate was
Ah,
celebrating.
jeez.
He's like, "Oh my gosh, thank you. Finally, you quit. Like, let's
Who wrote
celebrate."
that? Who wrote that?